crashed, like the live's crashed. I'm not sure what's going on. So, but we're in here. We're in here. At least to have it at the beginning, not the end, right? So, let's go. I'm gonna add some weight. We're gonna add some weight, guys, and then we'll figure out what we're doing from there. I'm not sure what that was. Never had that happen before. All right. That was really odd. What's up? What's up, Chase? We had some technical difficulties getting started tonight. Drink a little milk, and I'm gonna get my stream chat pulled up, and then we'll get started, guys. Hold on, let me get chat pulled up. I see y'all in the chat. I see y'all there, but my eyeballs aren't that good, but they are this good. So let's get y'all pulled up here. Get y'all pulled up here. All right, here we go. All right, I've got y'all pulled up. See what y'all are talking about. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, big boy. I just saw your message. I'm sorry for your loss. That's awful. That's awful. I'm sorry to hear that. Let me get this one set and we'll chat a little bit more. 155 for 7. Real quick, let me get warm. Yeah, that's awful experience, but boy, I'm sorry to hear that. Of course, we're gonna do 225 for 3. Let me fix some notifications. Let me do some notifications real quick, guys. There we go. Boom. All right. What day we do max lifts? We usually PR once a week. We attempt PRs once a week. What's up, Brent? What's up, Brent? We did, I think Bryn commented on, we did a poll earlier on best strength sport. Right now, powerlifting is winning. It was powerlifting, bodybuilding, CrossFit, or Olympic lifting, Olympic weightlifting. And right now, powerlifting is leading the pack. So I'm happy powerlifting is leading the pack for sure. So,
I'm gonna call you 500 times.
All right. We'll grab a set of 3 real quick, guys, and then at 225, continue our warm up, and then we'll move from there. Britt's supposed to be in the stream chat tonight, by the way, Brent. She'll be here tonight, is what I was informed. So
I'll wake you up. I'll politely wake you up. Any way you want to.
It does depend. So when I say best, I mean more like a favorite, right? So it's definitely opinionated item, right? So, you know, whether or not you prefer bodybuilding over powerlifting is definitely going to be mostly a matter of opinion. Now, as far as like health-wise, that's a whole different gig, right? Because you can make any of those sports unhealthy if you want to, depending on your supplementation. So there's a lot of ins and outs if you're like looking for the physically the best one, and I would still vote powerlifting. I thought when I posted it, bodybuilding was going to get the majority of the attention, but right now powerlifting is leading the pack. I think Olympic weightlifting had almost, at least when I last looked at it, you either had one or no votes. I honestly didn't think CrossFit was going to get any attention. I thought CrossFit was going to get 0 votes, to be honest. There's not a lot of people that still like CrossFit out there. Mossberg's gonna change your name, Bryn. Mossberg's gonna change your name. Chase with the emojis in the chat. I've got to get that new emoji up, Chase. I got to get you something else to work with. By definition, yes, Martin, 100%. I would say so. Hey, I appreciate the support. Ryan Salem. Yeah, good luck. You should stop in and let us know how it goes. I appreciate the support, boss. I appreciate the support. We'll get you on the bottle here once it cools off a little bit. When it's cold, the marker runs, so we'll get you on our bottle, our super chat bottle. But I wish you the best of luck, Salem. I wish you the best of luck with your MMA match. With your MMA match.
Let me see the card.
Yeah, I'll talk to Britt about it. If Britt comes in the chat tonight, we'll ask her why she hasn't finished it yet. All right. We'll ask her why she hasn't finished the new emoji yet. She'll be in the chat here soon. I imagine she's already lurking in the background. She just hasn't said anything yet. So, all right, let's grab 245. We're gonna do this for a single with a pause, and then we're gonna do 265. Just nice warm-up lifts right now, guys. Just getting everything moving. Add some more weight. Yeah, she's definitely here somewhere. She's definitely here somewhere. A lot of the time she'll put the stream on and she'll walk away to go get coffee or something, so she might not be hearing us at the moment. She's at home laughing. Probably. 100%, Bryn. 100%. She's in just, I think the only chat she wasn't in, Bryn, so far of all the streams was last night because she went to bed early. But other than that, she's been in like every single stream chat. So, what's up, Corvette? Yeah, Colfax is just trolling a little bit. We let the trolls be a little bit, as long as they're not being like sort of vulgar. We usually leave them alone. So. All right, let's grab this 265, quick, easy single, and then we'll She did. She had a little bit of that, Bren. She'll probably be able to come and give you some tips. We are going to do 315 here in a second. Is that right, Colfax? 600 raw. In what weight class? And I'll wait for your video. Anybody benching 600 raw has it on video at least once. Considering 600 raw, regardless of weight class, is considered an elite lift. A competitive level elite lift. It's within 150 pounds of the world record. So we know how that goes, guys. We know how that goes. 315 is the next lift, guys. 315 is the next lift. Whew. Record, okay. If you hold a record, what's your information? Where can we find your record? Does it be what federation is it with? There you go. What federation is the record with? Because it'll be public information. I'd love to look up your record. I'll show it on stream. Yeah, video would be nice. 275, Joe. That's my guess. I'm 175 right now, Samuel. I'm 175 at the moment, Samuel.
Yeah, I got 2%.
I've seen some of Jim Reaper stuff, but I don't watch a ton of his stuff. But 315 clap bench is intense. So. What's up, rich guy? All right, I'm gonna grab this real quick, guys. We got 315. This is our last warm-up rep for the night, and then we're gonna start adding some heavier weight. So, and then I'll grab the chat a little bit more after this. Nice, easy work. All right. That's a really hard question to answer. What you should realistically expect by the end of the year. I've seen people climb from 185 up to 320 in a year's time. So it really depends on a lot of factors. It'd be hard for me to give you a good estimate. Most people, I mean, if they climb 50 a year, they're doing extremely well. So it just really depends on you. I've seen people that struggle to climb 25 a year. I've seen people that do really well climbing 50 pounds in a year. I've seen people climb 90. Some that, putting 15 or 20 pounds on their bench is a good thing. It just depends. It varies wildly. Depends on how well you are nutrition wise, sleep wise, what type of training you're doing, that kind of thing. You gave it away? What do you mean you gave it away? Yes, I'm natural.
You said what on your roof?
That's very possible. We've paused 315 super regularly. That's every night. We do pauses. We do bicycle kicks with 315. This is just warm up weight. We're still warming up with the 315 press. We're gonna go 325. This will be our first working single for the night, and then we'll do 330 and maybe 335.
I'm proud of you.
I'm sorry to hear that, Max. Hopefully you're doing all right.
I am so proud of you.
You don't pause every rep, Jason. It's not ideal. Pauses come in handy, yes, and they're good for training, but you don't pause every single press. How's it going, David? So if you're slamming the weight down to the point where like you're ejecting it from your chest, like where it's painful, I mean, as long as your glutes stayed on the bench, I mean, it vaguely counts. It really depends on how much momentum you're using. Because a touch and go or a little bit of momentum, like a little press down into the chest, is completely fine on a gym PR. But if you're just, boom, I have a hard time counting it. It counts, but very, very. It's on that line, right? Because you technically benched it, but a lot of the time, if you're driving it that hard into your torso, most of your lift is coming from the bounce, right? A little bounce isn't a big deal, but it's a hard balance for people to say whether or not it counts, because you can't really measure bounce, right? So if you crack a rib, it doesn't count. I like that, Bryn. That's a good way to look at it. That's rough, Max. Well, hopefully you're healthy, so you didn't hurt yourself. All right, 325, quick single, nice and easy. That's good, Liam. I appreciate that. I'll take that as a compliment. I appreciate that. My workouts are a little intense though, Liam, so just be careful if you're not used to that level of intensity. I wouldn't say your bounce max. I would have, so there's not really such thing as a bounce max. I would just be, I'd have to see the lift to say whether or not it's completely perspective, right? I would have someone else watch you do it and see what they say. Someone that's familiar with bench PRs and be like, would you count this? Like someone that's a little, can be objective to it, because that's a really hard thing to do. That amount of bounce counts, but this amount of bounce doesn't count. Like. What's up, Croissant? Welcome back. Long time no see. We PR'd the other night. We've actually done 2 PR nights within the last 7 days, Chase, so we're probably not going to PR tonight.
Okay,
so as far as a gym PR, a little bounce is not a big deal. Momentum helps build into like pause PRs. Now in powerlifting, you have to pause. So if you're looking for powerlifting consideration, you have to be able to stop the weight, remove momentum, and press it. So that's why you won't see me using a ton of bounce or a ton of a ton of additional leg drive typically, until I hit about right at PR. And that's mostly because I have to be able to pause my reps for competition. So as far as powerlifting is concerned, bounce is not allowed at all. So if your standard is powerlifting standard, then you would be correct. So that bounce is a no-go. But let's say you use some leg drive, you use a little bit of momentum, right? Bounces a little bit. As far as a gym PR, I say it counts, as long as it's not excessive. But I will say the one thing that I can't excuse with gym PRs, not excusable, is glutes leaving the bench. If your glutes leave the bench, no matter what, I'm not counting them. Glutes have to stay attached to the bench. And your elbows have to hit or break 90. Like those are the 2 things I'm looking for when I'm looking at a gym PR. Do your elbows break 90 degrees? So you're not having this super exaggerated arch, and are your glutes touching the bench? If those 2 things aren't correct, no go on it. Like I said, it depends on what you qualify as a bounce, James. So touch and go, a lot of people qualify that as a bounce. Anything unpaused, a lot of people qualify that as a bounce, or quotation marks, a bounce. I have to see the lift. That's why I said it's really hard for me to tell. Because if you're driving it through your chest, if you're like dipping down and like slinging it up, obviously, there's some questions there, and it probably is going to put into question whether or not it counts. And if you're doing that, usually there's other form breakdowns that you have to take into account. Like most of the time, your glutes are leaving the bench. So. You can flat bench with a flat back. It's not the best way to bench, but it will count as arch is not required to bench. It's not even required in powerlifting. It is just the ideal way to deliver to do the bench press, right? Now, there is a certain amount of arch that is excessive. So after a certain point, your arch becomes excessive, and that's when you're no longer able to break 90 and break bench, essentially have your elbows below you at the base, right? So if you're out here wide gripping and you only move the bar this much, I'm not counting it.
Oh my.
I'll be right back, guys. Wasn't he just in here?
Right here? Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Go step out of the leg press. All right, we're back, guys. We're gonna grab this real quick. This is 335, so 335. All right. $325. We'll be doing pauses on our drop back down, Jason. We'll be doing pauses probably on our drop back down. We usually climb and then we drop back down. Pauses are in my program, obviously, at Powerlift, but they're not every single lift, Jason. Were you and you the other night saying the same thing? I do vaguely remember having this conversation. So, pausing, I'm good up to like 330. I have like a confirmed 335 in competition, or 330 some change or something like that. I have a double body weight bench in comp paused. So my pauses are solid. I usually say about 20 pounds under my gym PR is typically where I'm comfortable pausing to. So I'd be comfortable to about 335. Sweat khakis, 100%, right? All right, let me grab this. $335, nice easy press. Whoa. Whew. I'd racked a little high actually on that one. That was unfortunate, but it moved. Just had to make a small adjustment in my positioning so I didn't bump the rack. Five 5'11", I weigh 175. 5'11", I weigh 175. Right now, Beavis, our PR is 355. So. We probably won't be going that high tonight. This is our third heavy bench session of the week. So, I don't typically train to failure. No, not ideal for my powerlifting program to train to failure. So, but it's very strength focused. All my workouts are very strength focused. So,
That's sick. So it's 19.
whoa. All right, so we'll go another 5 pounds. We'll go to 340 tonight. So. Tight hamstrings can cause low back pain, actually. Not always the case, but it is not uncommon. Most people's hamstrings are tight, actually. It's one of the first things with my clients help me address if it's a problem. Because if those are tight, you're not gonna like doing 90% of the movements we do. Yeah, so a lot of people have issues with glute strength. Usually they're just not firing right. You just got to kind of get them woken up and then build a little bit of strength there, and it will relieve a lot of issues. You stream for about 2.5 to 3 hours daily, Liam. We warmed up with 155 for 7. 155 for 7 was our warm up.
Reese. This is fun.
So, all right, we've got 340 on here now, guys. We're gonna hit this. If you're interested in that, you'd have to go to my channel. That's where my physique shoots at. So, I'm not doing that at the moment. I'm not doing that at the moment.
And you're gonna have jet lag.
I was gonna say something. Sardine. So, you'll gain strength while doing a bodybuilding like program, sure. Well, depending on what portion of the bodybuilding program you're in, obviously, but it's not usually the fastest strength gain. You're not going to usually powerlifting programming tends to help you gain strength on your SBD faster, obviously, because it's very focused on SBD. But you will gain strength bodybuilding. I mean, you lift weights, you're going to gain strength if you're eating appropriately. So if you're eating appropriately. We're just doing singles at the moment, Dakota, and then we're going to drop back down to 315, and we're going to do assorted like pauses, Larsons. It's usually our gig, and then once a week we go for PR, and once a week we do some pause work with some additional reps. So that's usually how the program goes on the bench. I'd have to know what your coach is programming, but that's a longer conversation. Max push-ups, I mean, we've done like, I think the most we've done on stream in a row is like, I can't remember, it's over 50. I probably right now I could bust out 70 to 80 push-ups without stopping. I mean, I wouldn't like it, but I could for sure. I know at one point I did a 60-second challenge and I managed to get 60 push-ups in 60 seconds or 65 in 60 seconds or something like that. I was burnt afterwards, but pretty good at push-ups. But I don't usually go for like max rep push-up, so.
You just being you.
All right, let me grab this real quick, guys. All right, we got 340 on here, I believe. Yeah, 340, so we're gonna get a single here. That's the plan, William. That's the plan. Why else would I have it on the bar? Why else would I have it on the bar? Tree 40.
I don't need to be ignoring you. I don't need to hear you. I don't even talk about it.
Whew.
Well, refreshing my memory.
Felt good, felt good. 340 moving nice and smooth.
You said what?
I would say that doesn't sound ideal to me, a sardine. I've been a strength trainer for a while, and if you're doing that primarily, like all the time, that's not very it's not very intricate first thing. There's a lot more to training than just the same intensity on a continuous basis. So I'm a powerlifter. I'm a professional powerlifter, yes. So strength is the goal. Size comes with it, but strength is the goal. So I'm lean for a powerlifter, but that is my sport. No, I'm not related to him. I don't have any free programming. I do all my programming one-on-one. So all my programming, I'm actually involved. I don't give anybody a program and walk away from them. It just doesn't make sense as a coach. So all of my programming is actually like one-on-one. I work with you, whether that's virtual or in person. So I don't do any like, here's a program, try it out. It's not ideal. You won't see the results that you're looking for. So. Yeah, I say 3 is not going to be a super effective program long term. Maybe warming up, maybe warming up. We might have a 360 in the tank this week, guys. I didn't feel bad that 340. We'll have to get in here a little bit earlier. Will I have a little bit better sleep? I didn't sleep super good last night. But 360 is definitely in the tank this week, I think. We'll try and get before Saturday. I don't train anything over 7 reps, Dakota. So the most reps I'm going to do in a program, regardless of where I am in my programming, is 7, right? There's very rare occasions when I'll take a challenge or something and I'll try some like high rep work, but generally no more than 7. I do a lot of triples, a lot of doubles, a lot of singles. And I bench 6 days a week. That's going to be your kicker there, right? I'm benching heavy 6 days a week. Monday through Saturday, I bench at least up to 90% every single day other than Sunday. And then Sunday I rest. So yeah, there's a ton of like free programs out there if you're looking for something, and most of them are going to be better than whatever your coach is giving you, it seems. So we started streaming about 30 minutes ago.
TikTok.
I weigh 175. Weigh 175.
You on TikTok?
Who, me? No.
I can hear whatever it is that you're listening to. That's why I asked you if you was on TikTok.
Like a couple months ago, Liam. 2 months.
What the day is? Wednesday?
All right, let me grab this. We're gonna grab this. We're gonna do some Larsons. So, but honestly, there's tons of free like starter programs for powerlifting out there. If you just Google, beginner powerlifting program, you'll find something that's at least somewhat decent. Some of those programs are pretty good. They won't take you usually to like nationals, but they'll get you into local meet levels,
Yeah, that's perfect. You can drop on your neck, on your head. You already have to make your hair up so shit will be straight. Already have to make your hair up so you'll be alright.
Definitely practical. Definitely practical. Strength training is great. Strength training is great. Training for strength is the way. What do you mean, Liam? I don't understand what you mean. Let me grab this. Have you ever followed the program? Like, have you ever done it 100% and saw it all the way through? So you never finished the program. Did you see the program in full? Was there any changes coming up? Because a lot of powerlifting programs, if it's your first one, will start you off pretty light as far as intensity and build up. That way you don't have like a high chance of injury. Because powerlifting, if you're not doing it, if you haven't done it for a while and you're not conditioned for those types of movements or the heavy weight on a consistent basis, it could be that he was just helping you condition before you started. I'll have clients that condition for their first month to start doing heavy PRs on a routine basis. So. Okay, so it was a 6-week program, got you.
What time, you said you leaving Saturday, right? What time you gonna be home Friday? What time should you be home Friday?
Yeah, 6 weeks, you're not gonna see any major change in either direction typically, as long as you're not completely sedentary and as long, I mean, you might see a detriment if you're like not doing anything, but 6 weeks as far as like if you're just training to 50%, you'll usually maintain strength at least. So, have I been to Texas? Yes, I lived in Texas for 9 years. 9 years I lived in Texas, but I wasn't working out when I was in Texas. I didn't have any program when I was in Texas. I didn't work out at all. Yeah. I mean, I'd have to see it, but I'd have to look at the program and tell you if there was any actual like reason why it was the way it was. That sounds very low intensity to me. So. You're not lying, David. You're not lying, I mean, yeah, but I'm going to tell you that if it's what you're saying, then you're probably going to get the same reaction. It's not worth the paper it's written on. So, but you can send it and I'll look at it. But I'll tell you if it's that low intensity the whole time through, probably not worth doing. I appreciate it, Evan. It does sound like an endurance bodybuilding, Brenda. It does sound like endurance bodybuilding to me. So high volume like that, ton of reps, low weight, does not sound strength focused at all. So it's not my birthday. It's not my birthday. I appreciate it though. All right, let me grab this real quick. All right, we're gonna do another 315. We'll throw in some bicycle kicks. For 12 reps, I don't know, like 270, I don't know. Maybe more. I've done 225 for like 23 reps. I know that. 21 or 23. I can't remember if it's 21 or 23. But my birthday's not till December 11th. Not quite at 405 yet. No cardio. No, absolutely not.
You make me max out? You say air count?
It's very, very healthy. This benching is very healthy. What do you mean? Benching's great for you.
I got one for you too.
I mean, as long as you don't hurt yourself. I'm about 13% body fat at any given time. And I have visible abs on a bulk through my shirt, so you're not gonna hurt my feelings, trust me. I weigh 175 at 5'11", benching 355, so I can't carry too much body fat doing that.
Oh yeah.
I'm doing all right, Nolan. I'm doing all right. You're gonna have to try. You're gonna try harder to troll this stream, Nolan. You're gonna have to try harder. Be honest.
Yeah, but I'm gonna try it.
Sometimes you just gotta let them know. Sometimes you just gotta let them know, Bryn. I do my best to not be like that, but you just gotta tell them sometimes. That is great, David. I like that. So, all right, another 315. Some more bicycle kicks. Let's play around with it a little bit. Feeling good, feeling good. Right now my PR is 355 on the bench. I weigh 175. Yeah, they must have green screened all my powerlifting meets as well, I imagine. Just for me. Yeah, Bryn, you got it. You gotta get up and handle some stuff sometimes, you know? I feel that though. Sometimes you need to be reminded, right? So I feel I'm very humble, Brittany, actually. Oh, we're gonna get one, Saray. We're gonna get one. I don't want to make them artificial. They come when they come, you know, so. In fact, I am the most humble, the greatest at being humble. That's also fair, Brittany. What Brittany said is fair. Yeah, everybody else should be doing the things, right? I have no idea what I don't measure my biceps. Powerlifting, not bodybuilding. It's not really important information. So. We bench every day, Mattis. Yeah. They're different sports for sure, Robert. They're different sports for sure. They're completely different sports, actually. One is an aesthetic sport and one is a strength sport. So, I mean, you get strong bodybuilding, obviously, but it's still mostly about aesthetics. We recover on Sundays. All right. They're very different sports. They're very different sports. Ronnie was really strong. He was a really strong bodybuilder, but he did a lot of powerlifting-esque work. He did a lot of powerlifting-esque work. Ronnie definitely liked being strong, for sure. So.
Hang on, buddy.
Very natural, JP. Yes, very natural. David, I'd show up to watch the bodybuilding show, David, 100%. Yeah, I take creatine and pre-workout, and my deadlift is 485 at the moment. We actually just hit 485 Monday. Yeah, I don't have any fancy lighting, guys. This is just the overhead lights at the gym. They're very intense. They wash me out pretty good, so.
No, two different tastes.
Yeah, I compete a lot, actually very often, William. I've competed several times over the last couple of years, but I'm a sponsored athlete. Like I get paid to lift. I'm a professional power lifter. I get paid to go to meets. So, I appreciate it, Mike. I take True Athletes pre-workout right now. We're natural, Mattis, natural. Don't take any of that. I think that's what they're, Bryn's talking about that picture that I posted. I do get paid to lift. Yes. All right. You wouldn't be considered natural on test. By any federation, any bodybuilding show, you're not going to be considered natural on test. No. So lifting is my full-time job, but it's a combination of the paid meets, because I compete, 5 times, 7 times a year at the most. Well, like this year, the most I'll compete will be 7 times if I get to go to all the meets. So I get paid per meet, but it's not going to be a full-time income, obviously, until you supplement it with things like if you have a supplement sponsor, those can go a long way. Things like I'm also a strength coach, so I coach other lifters. So lifting is my full-time job, but it's broken up into different categories. But I do get paid to specifically go to those meets and move weight. So I am a paid athlete, but it's not my entire income. It's a very difficult thing. A very difficult thing to become a full-time power lifter and have an actual sustainable income from powerlifting. Yeah. Yeah, usually powerlifting is pay to play, right? So you do it because you enjoy it. I have the blessing that the gym that I am in currently, Barbells, sponsors me for my meets. They give me money to go compete. In return, they get a lot of good social media content out of me. So that is the return there, So, all right. Have a good one, boss. It's great, isn't it, Bryn? I've been trying Angler. I sent them an email and everything. I haven't gotten anything back from Fairlife. You must have missed the rest of the stream, Brody. You want me to do one? Just one. Just one. Hold on. All right, just one, Brody, just for you. Does that count? Does that count? $215 solid though, Birdie. Don't feel bad about $215 at all. What's 100 kilos come to? 2.2 per pound, so 220. Yeah, I don't know why I had to do the calculator for that. 220. I know there's some like odd number in there, like it's not exactly 220. I don't know, 220, is it 225 even? I don't think, is it 225 even? Wait, I've done like 21 or 23 reps at 225. So I can't remember if it was 21 or 23. I'd have to go back and check. So Mattis, it really depends on what you're qualifying as an arch. Like a small arch in your back is the ideal way. Is the ideal way to bench, like a small arch, right? It's the way you're gonna see the best results out of that small arch. An exaggerated arch, you're putting yourself in a compromised position to reduce range, and it doesn't count, right? You have to have more than this much range. My rules of thumb, right? You want a small arch, but you should be breaking 90 with your elbows, and you shouldn't have your glutes leave the bench. No hip thrusting. So break 90, glutes can't leave the bench. I do legs often, Marty. Thank you very much. I do legs often, Marty. I was a bench specialist for like 2 years though. So that is what Marty's referring to. At 285 at a 1400 total, you do well at most local meets. You do well at most local meets. You may not win every single one of them, but you're going to do well. I would say the last meet I was at, we had someone close to that weight class that pulled, God, he pulled, I think it was like 600 off the ground, squatted close to the same number, and benched like around 400, 450, somewhere in that ballpark, if I'm not mistaken. So he was, he was closing in on like a 17 or 1800 pound total. But that's an anomaly. We don't see guys like that at most of the local meets. He's definitely a nationals competitor. So those are very old shorts, Marty. I haven't done a squat like video or short in a while. I should do one. And Marty, a lot of those were training specific depth. So some of them were half depth, some of them were 3/4 depth. Training to depth outside of meets is tricky because you don't want to exacerbate your depth or exaggerate your depth during every single session. A lot of people get really focused on you have to hit depth every time you train. And that's where people end up with a lot of knee issues and end up with a lot of injuries during squat. It's training 3/4 depth in training is generally how I like to do it, because if you train constantly to depth, especially if you're doing high, like a lot of days, like you will when you're getting close to like peaking, or not quite peaking, but getting to the point where you're going to be soon, you can wear your knees and make and actually be a detriment. So I plan on starting to pull my streams earlier in the day, closer to my next meet, and that'll allow me to do all of my lifts on camera. The problem is that being that squat is one of my newer, not new movement to me, but heavy squats, I only added in the last few meets. I was doing bench and I was doing a push pull for a long time and a push only for the beginning. I didn't add full power until like last year. So because of that, or like a year and a half ago. So because of that, I was never squatting super heavy. So I've always had a spotter for squats when squatting heavy. It's just, squat is one of those movements where if you fail a bench, you don't get the weight up off your chest, you can dump it, right? If you fail a deadlift, you put the bar back down, right? Or the bar hits the ground. With a failed squat, especially if you're in a rack, your risk to like severe injury is like way up here. I don't know if you guys have seen some of those videos of those powerlifters getting injured on the squat, even with spotters, but it can be pretty severe. So you usually want to have a spotter. And that's why I want to do some earlier streams, is so you guys can see some of my leg days when I have spotters, right? So But I am not gonna say that squat is my best lift. It is definitely not my best lift. It is, out of the three, squat is my least favorite. And that's because it's the one I'm least apt to, right? So I have pretty strong legs, but I was never a heavy squat. Like, that was not my specialty. So I can squat heavy, just not as heavy as I can like body weight ratio or like points wise. Like, my bench is always going to be a shining light. My deadlift's always going to be a shining light. Squat is always going to be the one lift that I don't like as much, generally. No, my legs are pretty strong, pretty strong. We haven't done a squat PR since middle of last year, before state. We're probably sitting like high threes, low fours right now. That would be conservative. So I think the last time I squatted heavy, we were working with like 375 or 380, 385, somewhere in that ballpark. There was still a little bit left in the tank at the time, but I don't usually go super, super heavy without a spotter. So, but I'll say that that's about where I start to feel the weight. So, all right. Usually if I don't have a spotter, I don't do anything over 315 on the squat without a spotter. And that's just from a comfort standpoint, guys. I've done it, I just try not to. I've gone up to like 345 with no spot. But that's about as high as I'm comfortable going without a spot. But like I said, some earlier streams or maybe some recordings of some squats, we'll get that in soon so you guys can see it. I definitely have some out there, but some of our earlier lives, I think we did a squat or two. But we do lunges on stream more than we do squats. That's one of my leg movements that I use from time to time to help build. So, all right, let's grab this. We're gonna get one more round with that in about 30 seconds, and then why do I bench? What do you mean, why do I bench? We just weight classed up, actually. We just weight classed up. I was in this 75 kilo class up until my last meet. We just weight classed up, and we're gonna actually go up to 205 to somewhere between 205 and 220 this year. We'll be body weight wise. Is he back? Is he back? Bench for the soul. I like that. It's good for the soul, right, Thunderlord? Nolan's just a little bit self-conscious. That's all it is. He's a little bit self-conscious. Hold on. I'm going to take care of Nolan real quick. So Nolan, you're going to go in the corner for a moment. Hold on. Nolan, you're now on a 60-second timeout. I want you to sit in the corner, and I want to think about what you're doing. I want you to come back a better person. Okay? I want you to think about what you're doing, and I want you to improve upon what you're doing. Okay? If you come back, it would be nice if you would apologize to, who was it? Mossberg. All right? Be a bigger person. All right? Do better. Isn't that the saying, guys? Do better. It's not my saying, but it's a good one. It's a good one. Spoonful of peanut butter, Brent. That's solid work. That's solid work. It's a lot of fun, Riri. It's a lot of fun. Getting into that traditional gym atmosphere is so good. So. All right, let me grab this. We got one more round on this bar here for bench. tonight, and then we're gonna curl. So we'll probably do preachers. All right, let's get it. All right, let's go. Yep. What's up, Max? All right, we're gonna go do some curls, guys. We're gonna go do some curls. All right, curls are up next, guys. All right, we're gonna do some preacher curls, guys. We did cables this week already. We've already done barbell this week, so. All right. I know preachers aren't the most fun to watch curl-wise, but I like preachers personally, so I like preacher curls. There were great curl variations, so. That's all right, Max. It's all right. It's all good. No biggie. Have I ever drank water since I don't drink water while I'm working out. I drink water before my workouts throughout the day. I drink milk during my workouts. So, have I ever been injured? I've had minor injuries. 355 is my PR at the moment on the bench. Friedman. All right, we got 130 on here. We're gonna grab this for 7, get the biceps warmed up, and then we'll move from there. You're good, Max. I'm not worried about it. No, I'm not dehydrated for sure. Your hydration, if you're working out and trying to hydrate for working out, you should probably do it progressively leading up to the workout. Hydration doesn't hit you instantly. It's something that has to process like any other fluid or food you put into your body. So, it happens, Max, 100%. Sometimes you change your mind. All right, we're gonna move to 155. Yeah, my bench would be considered elite, yes. So out of like all lifters that report their lifts, if you guys have, it's not a perfect website for it. I like it for like general consensus, but there's a website called Strength Level if you guys are ever interested in figuring out where you land as far as lifters are concerned. It'll tell you, you know, where you vaguely land strength-wise compared to other people that lift that also visit the website, and it has a huge database. So you can type in I bench da at this weight, this height, and this age, and it'll tell you based on that where you land among all the lifters that have reported their lifts. So strength level. So, but it'll tell you, it'll be like, hey, based on your thing, you land within, you know, the top 5%. You're stronger than 95% of other lifters that have reported their lifts in your weight class. That would be considered elite. And it has like a scaling system. Like, You know, at 300, you'd be considered advanced. At 315, you'd be considered, you know, elite, whatever it is based on your weight class. So, all right, let's grab this real quick. All right, we're gonna grab, we'll do 3 and then we'll increase the weight again, do a double maybe. So, but let's grab a triple real quick. Then we might do a drop tonight on this. So, it's 155 preacher, so. I don't cook in Teflon cooked pans. Felt good. All right, let's go a double, a little bit heavier. We're doing some preacher curls right now, Liam. Preacher curls. That's a lot of information to give in a stream. I'd have to have, I get asked that a lot, like how do we move my bench up? And outside of eat appropriately and lift heavy, there's not a lot I can tell you, right? Because I don't know where you're struggling if you're plateauing. So. Julian, we will do 4 plates at some point. We just hit a 355 PR. We're going to go over 360 this week. We're closing in, but we're not going to make a 35-pound jump or a 40-pound jump, you know, in a 7-day period. Generally, I tell you what, if you guys ever see me jump 35 to 40 pounds on my bench in a week, remind me that I did, because I'll probably be dumbfounded. But that's not normal. It's not normal. At that point, I would see questioning me a little bit more on things. Benching to get good at benching is, yeah, vaguely how it works, 100%. So there's no single bicep exercise to grow your biceps or your arm size. I do a combination. I do preachers one day, I do dumbbell one day, I do dumbbell standard, dumbbell hammer, and then cable curls another day, barbell curls another day. It's a matter of, you know, each one of those has different focuses, right? And you can hit focus in different parts, different portions of your arm with those, right? Is the simplest way to say it. Bicep growth and arm growth are a combination of exercises, not just one. So like your triceps, you're not going to grow those with the same exercise you're going to grow, you know, your bicep. So no, you didn't tell me that, Max. You didn't tell me that. That's the first I've heard of it. That's good. You always got to get your workout in. Stay consistent. It's good that you're getting your workouts in. So working out, guys, regardless of what types of working out you do, is like your 401k for your health. That's the best way to put it. If you want to invest in your future, a great way to do it is working out, keeping your health right. You should be investing in your health now, because later in life, it's going to make the difference between whether or not you're able to enjoy your old age or you're not. That's the harsh truth of it. So that's solid work. That's solid work, Max. That's more than most people are doing. So, all right, we got 170 on here now. We're going to grab this for a double. Yeah, you're doing more than most, Max. You're doing more than like 99% of the entire population of the earth. So, all right, we're gonna grab a single and then we're gonna do a drop set. Yeah, so lifting can be amazing for your mental health. So. Lifting it can be amazing for your mental health. It's definitely therapeutic. Definitely therapeutic. So I quite enjoy lifting. Yeah, Riri. Yeah, lifting makes a big difference. Lifting makes a big difference. So, what's up, Benji? I'm natural. I'm natural. I plan on staying natural. I don't do cardio, not very often. It makes a big difference, Bryn. It really does. And a lot of people don't realize that it's not conjecture, it's proven. Working out is a net benefit almost universally for mental health. I mean, there's going to be outliers, right? But almost universally, physical activity is a net benefit for mental health. We human beings aren't meant to be sedentary like we are, right? We didn't evolve to be in office chairs all day, right? We didn't evolve to be sitting in chairs and cars and sitting on our couch all day, right? That is a relatively new thing. Office work hasn't been the regular, gig for, most of our existence, right? Up until the last 100 years, no one was sitting behind, a desk all day. Normally, there was a few, sure, but most people were doing some kind of physical work every single day, just because they had to. So our mental health suffers when we're not doing that. So. Yep, 100%. Here you go. I have a question for the chat. You guys ready for this? When was the last time you jumped? When was the last time you jumped? Can you remember the last time you jumped? Most people can't. I ask all of my new clients, right? When was the last time you jumped? I got you, Max. So. But I will tell you right now, right? 99% of people that don't work out on a regular basis, they cannot tell you the last time. If you guys ever see just one of your family members, right? Walk up to them with someone that doesn't work out and ask them, when's the last time you jumped? When's the last time you jumped? As humans, it's something, as anything in the world you see, they bounce around, they jump, they move around, they're explosive with their movement. Humans are sedentary. We stop jumping, after we get out of grade school doing jump rope typically. So last time you sprinted, you couldn't tell me? That's fair. That's fair. And I will say, I'm going to get more of a response for last time people jumped out of this chat because a lot of you work out. So I should have expected that, but ask someone that doesn't work out on a regular basis the last time they jumped. 9 times out of 10, they're like, I don't ever jump. I mean, when do we jump normally day to day outside of workouts? Never. I mean, I don't jump unless I'm working out typically. All right, 210, single, let's get it. Those are getting easier. Snakes don't bother me. Yuramasu, snakes don't bother me. I do pretty well with snakes. I can't say, I don't know what, if any, animals would bother me. You guys know I was attacked by a camel at one point, but I'm not afraid of camels. I just don't like camels. But I was attacked by a camel at one point. So. It's a dragon on my arm. Yeah. What's up, Jim Bro? Yeah, I was attacked by a camel. It wasn't like a severe attack, but it did try and suffocate me. So it did use its body to pin me against a car seat, so it could get the food that we had in the car. So I'm doing well. How you doing, boss? Yeah, I got this. This is the second tattoo I ever got. I have 3 total. Yeah, so what had happened was, right, is we were on, you ever been on one of those drive-through safaris where you like bring your car in and the animals walk up to the car and you feed them, right? We had gone on one of those in Texas. We used to go every time we visited Texas. There was a drive-through safari we would go to. And we were feeding the animals, and on the right was a pony, right? And my wife is feeding the pony through the window. The camel, I was out of food. I was driving. I didn't have any food. Everybody else had food. I'm driving, so my window's down. Camel walks up, sticks its whole head in the window and starts looking around for food and pins me up against a seat while I'm trying to push it out of the car. It pins me against the seat. Mind you, this is before I started working out. I was a lot smaller. Camels are also very large. Neck is like this big around, right? So it is looking for food and it decides, my wife hasn't handed over the bag of food at this point, but it got the bag of food. Once it had the bag of food, it did some more looking and it left. Obviously, I'm fine, but it was not a pleasant experience. So. Another thing that you guys are going to find unbelievable, I was bit by a tiger. I was bit by a tiger. This is a real event that happened to me. I was bit by a tiger. Not super hard. It was very light. It was very light. It was a small tiger. I weighed about 100, probably 117, 119 pounds at the time. Did I get powers from getting bit by the tiger or the camel? Which one? Yeah. So there's a rescue zoo near the North Carolina border that I visited with the family. And one of the things you got to do is you got to do a tiger encounter with a juvenile, like a tiger that was like this big, right? It was a juvenile tiger, or like it was like a, not newborn, but it was a large dog size. It was large dog size, right? And they just give you toys. Like you just sit in some bleachers and they just let the tiger in the room. And you have like tug of war toys, like dog toys, and you play with the tiger. It was a tiger encounter, right? And during this, I was playing tug of war with the tiger, and it like chomped on my hand real quick. It didn't do it hard; it was just playing, but it did like a little quick nip on my hand. It was enough that I had like a little mark in my hand from the tiger for a period of time, if I'm not mistaken. It was really cool. I was showing everybody. I was like, I got bit by a tiger. I didn't tell them it was a baby tiger, obviously, or a juvenile tiger, but no one asks, I did not have an eating disorder. No, it was not sedated. It was not sedated. It was playing. Well, I just had like a dog tug of war toy, and it like nipped at my hand. It was just playing around. It was awesome. I got to hold a baby tiger. So we got to also go, we had a giraffe encounter as well. So we got to play with a baby giraffe, which are large, by the way. They're huge. So the same encounter, we got to go into a room with a baby giraffe, and they're huge, right? The giraffe kicked my wife. So it's all been very light encounters with the animals. I don't know what type of tiger it was. It was just a tiger. I didn't ask too many questions. So the giraffe kicked my wife because she wasn't feeding it saltines fast enough. So when she stopped feeding it saltines, it got mad and kicked her. She's also been bitten by a pony during a drive-through safari. We've had a lot of animal encounters, so I guess that's why I'm not afraid of animals. A wolf would be super cool, Bryn. I'd like to do that. That sounds awesome. I was 5'11", 117 5 years ago, so it's been a process getting where I'm at now. Sardine. All right, we got a drop set here. We're gonna go up to 7, 155, 3 to 7 reps. So. Whee! We just stay away from the drive-through safari. It's too much fun. It gets your adrenaline pumping. I'll say hippos, out of all the animals I don't want to get bit by,
Hippos are one of the top of the pack. One of the top of the pack. Hippos are aggressive. Aggressive. All right, we're gonna do barbell rows. Oh, we got shoulders, guys. We got shoulders. All right, we're gonna do shoulders. Let's do dumbbell shoulders tonight, guys. I wasn't working out. I was not in good health, Sardine. We've been to one out here. I think I've been to that one, if I'm not mistaken. I've been to a lot of drive-through safaris. It may not be that one, but I've been to a lot of drive-through safaris. They've been a mainstay, drive-through safaris in my life. So they're a common occurrence in my life. What's up, Pirated? Welcome back. We're going to do dumbbell shoulders. Every time I do dumbbell shoulders or I do anything in this bench, this is that piece of tape I'm telling you guys about that always leaves the marks on my pants. I'm going to go get a towel and put it down real quick. It is a lot of fun. You just drive through and they just walk up to your car. It's a ton of fun, Bryn. If you like animals, you get a kick out of it for sure. Let me grab a towel and put it right here real quick. Or my shirt. I'll put my blue shirt down. I'm going to put my blue shirt down over it. All right. Make sure that's not going to move on me. That'll work well. All right. We're going to warm up with like 55 guys like we normally do. Get 7 of those and we'll work from there. Get a good shoulder pump going. All right. We're back. We crashed for a second. I don't know what happened. I don't know if YouTube was an issue or if the internet was an issue, but I was still connected. I don't think I was connected to y'all though. So, but we're back. We're back. It was a quick hiccup. Mind you guys, we have really good internet out where I'm at. But we're in the country. So it's not always great, all right? But when it is great, it's great, all right? I'm definitely out in the country, so once in a while. Did you switch to data? Yeah, my internet just shuttered for some reason, but we're good. All right, let's get it. We got 55 for 7 to warm up the shoulders, guys. Let's get it moving. Ah. Yeah, that's exactly what it's like, Bryn, the entire time. They're just sticking their heads in trying to steal stuff from you. The closest commercial gym to me is about 15 minutes out. 15 minutes out. It's like I'm right on the edge of town. We're about 15 minutes from the like outskirts of a city, so 20 minutes with traffic. So all right, we're gonna grab 70s next, guys. Because I enjoy being live. I enjoy talking to the chat. It's a fun time. There's not really a reason for it. I just enjoy it. I enjoy making the content. I work out every night regardless, so. Whew. I lift 6 days a week, Julian. Yes, we can overhead press 225. We've done standing push press up to 245.
and seated barbell strict up to 225. So, all right, I'm gonna grab these real quick. These are 70s. We're gonna grab these for 3, and then we're gonna grab heavier. So, let's go for 70. Yeah, 100%. I train about 2.5 to 3 hours a night. 2 hours of training is about average, I'll say. 2 hours of training is about average a night. Yeah, 70s felt nice and light. Felt nice and light. But yeah, I stream because I like streaming. It's also, I get to help people once in a blue moon, which is cool. Sometimes people need advice, or sometimes it's just fun to chat. I just like chatting. We get trolls and whatnot from time to time, but, you know, they're few and far between. I was lightweight. It's all good. I'm gonna be okay, Julian. 5 years. 5 years I've been training. I had never set foot in a gym up until 5 years ago. Well, I can't say I never set foot in a gym. Obviously, I'd been in gyms, but I hadn't ever actually worked out like that. Other than like, oh, I'm going to run into a Planet Fitness for an hour once a year, you know? So, yeah, we're about to grab heavy ones. I'm 30 years old. 100%, Bryn. You know how it goes. We just roll those out of our way and grab the next set. What do y'all think? We'll grab 85 pounds? Do 85 for like a double or something? Let me grab some milk. Ugh. Ooh, 30 years is a good little while. That's awesome. All right. 85s are next, guys. Milk and 85 for a double, 100%, David. All right, let me grab these. We'll talk some more. Let me grab these. We'll talk after that. Make sure my chat's good because we did basically reset the stream earlier. There we go. I take creatine every day, yes. I know milk sits really well in my stomach. I drink about a gallon to a gallon and a half of milk every day. So, all right. Whoo-wee! Let's get it. Yep. 85s. We're gonna grab these for a double, and then we'll see what we're up to next. We got rows to do tonight too. Don't forget, guys. So, yep. We'll get 3. Let's get 3. Yep. Woo. 85 felt light, guys. Yeah, it sounds like a great time. See, enjoy, huh? I've never seen Fight Club, guys. I've never seen that movie. We were talking about movies I've never seen the other night. I've never seen Fight Club. So I knew that would trigger some people though. Oh yeah, never seen Fight Club. Yeah, milk. 1.5 liters every night. All right, we're gonna grab 90s for a double, guys. We're gonna grab 90s for a double, and then we'll row. So let me put these 85s up because I can't just roll these ones off camera because I already have some that are rolled off camera and they're in the way. So we're gonna put these 85s up. We'll grab the 90s. We'll do those for a single, maybe a double, and then yeah, we will at some point, Sardine. We'll bench 500 at some point. We'll bench 700 at some point. It'll all happen. 900, 1,000. There's no end game. It's all just heavier. There's no limit to what I'm going to be doing. You know, there's always more. Always more is the goal. There's no end goal. Better than yesterday. I always tell people, better than yesterday is always the goal. I don't have a set limit for what I want to achieve, you know? And I feel like arbitrarily setting limits is why a lot of people stagnate, because they get close and, you know, they hit their goal and then they're like, oh, what am I going to do now? Nah, goal is always be better. Always be better. All right. You're right, Brent. The cleanup is the worst part, right? The cleanup is the worst part. So... what's up, Petra? Welcome back. All right, 90s are going up next, guys. Let's grab a hold of them. Yep. Yeah, so I feel like, goal setting is a skill in and of itself, guys. A lot of people overset goals, like they're like, I want to, by the end of the year, I want to do this, right? And having a goal 365 days out, or 10 months out, or 9 months out, you're constantly plugging away at that goal. Sure, it's a goal, but you don't see reasonable like achievements in between, right? So the best way I've always found to set goals, and Bryn will probably agree with me on this, is to set micro goals, right? Set small achievable goals every like week or every few days. Like, okay, 3 days from now, I want to have, hit my protein target, right? Consistently for 3 days. Or I want to add 5 pounds to my bench in a week or something like that, right? A consistent, like achievable micro goal. And those add up over time. So micro goals are almost always ideal comparative, right? Because you get discouraged when you're like, my goal is to put 100 pounds of body weight on, you know, it's going to take you some time, right? So, and you'll get discouraged because you're not there yet 5 months from now or whatever it is, you know? You can have a big goal, but short-term goals are almost always ideal. Nice. All right, I'm going to grab these. These are going overhead. And then we'll talk more. Yeah. All right. We've got our weights. 90 pounds. I think you guys can see it there. 90 pounds. We're going to grab these for a single. If it feels really good, we'll get 2, right? So we'll see. Yep, let's go. Yep, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we don't do anything, 6, 7, I go! 7! Lightweight, no reaction.
Like 50 kilo-ish. Not quite 50 kilo. Not quite 50 kilo, I don't think. Anybody got the kilo conversion on that? Felt good. Ooh, felt good, felt good. Yeah, it's 2.2. It's 2.2 pounds per kilo. It's like the generic conversion, but looks like we got the official conversion in the chat. So appreciate that. How's it going, Ripley? All right, 90s for 7. That's definitely an improvement on our shoulder press, right? I've seen a lot of those videos. Is it a specific one? Shoulders. This is just shoulder centric, Bartholomew. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Here's Zach. All right, we got to do rows, guys. We got to get some rows in. That sounds like something some of my my workout buddies in the past would have said. So, yeah. Because it's late at night, that's why it's empty. That's why it's empty. All right, let's add some weight to this bar, guys. We're going to do some rows. We're going to do barbell today because I want to do barbell. That's really the only reason. So. How many reps of what, Ripley? This gym is great. I enjoy this gym quite a lot. Quite a lot. Nice, Natalie. Or is it Nathali? Nathali? There's an H in there. Am I pronouncing that correctly? Hopefully I am. That's all right, Hero Zach. You'll get there. Keep training. Stay consistent. That's what matters. It's all perspective. Are tank tops helpful in the gym? I like tanks. You sweat less. Nat is good. I tried. I try and pronounce all the names properly. I do my best. So, I don't think so, RPE. I don't know what movement you were doing, so I couldn't guess. Yeah, 100%. All right, I'm going to grab this. All right, let's add some more weight, guys. So I don't have any problem with an oversized set at the gym, but after a while, I like to have like something that feels like good against the, like, I don't know how to explain it. There's something that feels good about like the compression tanks. So I'm not sure what it is, but I'll say the oversized clothing, generally you look larger in oversized clothing, which is always fun. You look bulkier typically, which is always goals, right? So Hold on, guys. I'm doing a thing. I'm trying to view the chat a little easier while I'm doing these, so. All right. Nice, Ripley. All right. Let's grab this. 225 for 7. All right. I do a physique shoot about once a year, because I'm not bodybuilding. Bodybuilding isn't my sport of choice, but I do a physique shoot about once a year. So I have one coming up, but it won't be for like another month or two. So, but I get a professional physique shoot done once a year. So I have both of them are available on my Instagram. The 2 different physique shoots I've already done. One's available on the YouTube channel. So at least some of the photos. I do have a website for my training, but most of my stuff is all done through my Instagram, my YouTube. It's where I do most of my stuff. Since the last physique shoot, yeah, I'm probably like 13 pounds heavier than when I did that physique shoot because I was maintaining a body weight for competition. So I wasn't actively putting on body weight at that time, or like an active attempt at least. So it was kind of maintenance work. Get on your get right. It's linked in my YouTube. If you go to my YouTube, there's a link to my Instagram page. All right. All right, we got 275 on here, 275. We're gonna grab this for 3, and then we're gonna add some more weight, guys. I stream every day. Yep, every single day. Let's grab this for 3. Start usually around 11 o'clock, 10:30, 11 o'clock. So. Good. Let's add some more weight. Bent over row at the moment. Barbell row. I don't plan on growing out my hair longer than it is now. This is actually longer than I normally keep it. So. Yes, Riri. I don't do power cleans. I have no idea, honestly. What's up, Maria? Welcome back. Yeah, I don't do power cleans. Not my lifting of choice. Powerlifting, squat, bench, deadlift. Those are gonna be my big 3. Power cleans, not my gig. Whew. All right, let's grab this. We grab this for single, double, and then we'll do a drop set maybe. Get some reps in tonight. So drop for 7, back to like 255 or something like that. I don't know yet. All right, let's grab this. Yeah, not my favorite lift. I get the appeal of them. It's just not what I'm looking. They're not. Those types of lifts aren't like super functional. Which lifts don't have to be functional for me to do them. I don't personally do them, so. All right, let's grab it. One more. That second one didn't go full all the way to my abdomen, so. We got one more. Counted, but not abdomen counted, right? So let's go. My bench PR is 355. 355. We're gonna go for 360 this week though. Yeah, that photo shoot is like probably 5 months old, 7 months old, somewhere in there. I don't know how old it is at this point. All right. I was also like 162, 163 pounds during that photo shoot, somewhere in that ballpark. So going well, going well. The bulk's going well. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. All right, let's grab this. We're gonna do 3 to 7 reps. This is our drop set. So we're gonna do 3 to 7 here, and then we've got triceps next. Triceps next. I stay pretty lean. I stay pretty lean. Whew. I'm 5'11". 5'11". All right. I'm gonna move this out of our way. We're gonna do some triceps, guys. We're going to take this down. This is a trap. This thing will knock you in the head. Whew. All right. We got triceps, full brick, sets of 7. Very routine night tonight, guys. We haven't done anything off the wall yet. If you guys are new, this is a pretty routine night for me. Sometimes we do some off the wall stuff, but tonight has been pretty standard. But it's all been good lifts. It's all been good lifts. Nothing arduous. So, all right. All right, Mossberg, I'll be here. I'll be here, Mossberg. All right, set of 7. Let's get it. Yep. I take creatine, about 15 grams a day. A lot. I do a full body 6 days a week. I take Sundays as a rest day. So, and it's always heavy. So, I don't know the exact number of sets I do a week, I'm gonna be honest. I've never counted them. First set done. Full brick for 7, tricep extension. What's up, Strawberry? Welcome back. Welcome back. All right, we're gonna grab 2 more sets here, maybe 3. We'll see how it feels. All right, let's go. Yes, every single workout's heavy. Every single workout's heavy. In fact, I can't count a night I haven't gone heavy in like years. I think the last time I didn't do like a heavy workout was like when I recovered from the flu. And that was still, my flu recovery was tough, but not the stomach flu, but my flu recovery from when I had the actual flu last year was the last time I missed a workout. Or I missed one since then, and that was stomach flu. So heavy 6 days a week. I'll say that the flu last year tried to get me, right? So I caught the flu last year during a trip to see some family. And at the time, I was regularly doing 335, like routinely doing 335 on the bench. I was feeling really good around 335 at the time, 340 even. And I actually was able to hit those numbers even when I was partially sick. But as soon as I started the recovery bit after getting back from the trip, 300 pounds felt heavy. So it took about 2 weeks to recover back up to where I was prior, maybe 3 weeks. And then obviously we're well above that now, but all right, I'm gonna grab another set of these guys. We can do a lot of push-ups. We do a lot of different variations of push-ups. I don't usually do reverse hand, but I mean, I'm sure, Jason. You just talking about hands behind you like this? Yeah, that's not an issue. We do push-ups usually at the end of the streams. We might try some. I'm sure I've done them on stream before. One arm, one leg, Sphinx push-ups, archer push-ups, clap push-ups, shoulder tap push-ups, behind the back clap push-ups. We've done them all. Because I like to see. I like to see. My eyesight is not amazing. I don't go upside down. I don't go upside down. I don't go upside down. No fun. All right, we'll do one more set here, guys, and then we've got to get on to rear delts. And then we got deadlifts, and then we'll do some push-ups. Yeah, I have no use for hands. I have yet to see a use case for why handstands are like need to be a thing. I've never had a situation where a handstand would come as a useful item, right? I've never seen handstands be like, functional in any form. I prefer ropes. Do they look cool? Sure, I guess. I'm a full-time fitness coach, but I do stream daily. It's definitely not my full-time job yet. We'll get there, I'm sure. Have a good one, Sardine. What's up, Bryce? Yeah, I don't work to failure typically. We're about to do shoulders. 6 days a week. I train arms and chest 6 days a week. Oh, we're about to do rear delt. Rear delts is what we're about to do, guys. Rear delts. I hear you, Oxalotl. God bless. I've never had anybody ask me the power of my glasses. I don't know how to answer that question, to be honest. I work a full upper body 6 days a week, heavy, with a leg add in every night. Me too. I thought he was, David. I was waiting for it, but he didn't. He came in with some great stuff. So What's today? Wednesday, guys? It's Wednesday? Oh, we got deadlifts. All right. My diet is very strict, yes. I eat a lot, mind you. I just eat very, very clean. All right, let's get rear delts in, guys. Yeah, well, yes, technically it's Thursday at the moment, yes. But it's Wednesday lift day, right? So have a good one, Blazer. I do not track my steps, no. A lot. I take a lot of steps, but I do not track them. Ah, whew, nice warm up. All right. No, I eat a lot of carbs. I eat 5,000 calories a day and about 300 grams of protein at the moment. So I don't eat any sweets. I mean, fruit, I guess. I have a fruit before my workout. That's the only time. I have either an orange, a banana, a little bit of honey, or some peaches or pear. Like, it just depends on what fruit I have in the house. But a fruit of some sort or honey right before I work out. But I don't eat any candy. I don't drink any soda. I don't use any like super processed oils. I don't deep fry anything. I don't eat any deep fried foods. I don't eat any sweet baked goods, no cakes, no cookies, no pies. So we do push-ups once in a while at the end of the stream. Nice, nice. Good work on the new bench PR. Solid work. All right, let's grab the 70s and then we'll grab the 100s. So I don't fast. No, I don't fast at all. In fact, I usually don't go more than 3 hours without something to eat. All right, gonna hit the left side now, and then we'll start up on our next thing, or our next weight, 100 pound, 100 pound. Yep. Ah. I don't eat any fast food. I don't eat any fast food. But I don't eat any fast food at all. Zero fast food. At one point, I was eating Chipotle a couple times a week, chicken and rice, but that was the best of the situation, I guess. I'm typically always bulking unless I'm maintaining for a meet. So I eat extremely lean and extremely clean. So it's easy for me to maintain a lean body fat. I think you meant maintain. What's up, Daka? But it's easy for me to stay lean. It's easy for me to stay lean while bulking. So that's what I think you meant, yes. But I'm either in a maintenance or I'm in a bulk. I don't generally cut. I've never really had a need to cut. So all right, let's grab this. Yep. Perma bulk, 100%, David. Perma bulk. What's up, Test? Welcome back. No, we don't do cardio here. We don't do cardio here. Permanent bulk, always bulking, permanent bulk. Permanent bulk. Get bigger all the time. That is the goal, right? Ooh, let me grab my milk. I need my milk, guys. I'm gonna take a couple sips of milk and then we'll do the left side, then we'll grab the milk actually. The only time I'm in a maintenance portion of weight is when I'm at the top of a weight class and I'm just about to compete. If I'm like right there and I'm about to go into competition, like in a couple weeks, I'll start to maintain that body weight until post-comp. So. All right. Yeah, so with powerlifting, something you guys should be aware of with powerlifting, getting as strong as possible for your weight class is super, super beneficial, even if you plan on going up in weight class, right? Because when you weight class up, you don't want to be, significantly behind the pack. So when you weight class up, you kind of want to be at the top of your weight class if you can, You don't want to just weight class up artificially if you can avoid it. There's no reason to speed that process up if you don't have to, unless you have a specific type of goal. Like me, I will be bulking a lot this year, but I'm planning for that. So there's specific reasons I'm doing it, because I plan on staying in that weight class for a while after I get to that body weight. So will it affect my numbers a little bit? I mean, they're going to go up. I might have a little bit stiffer competition in that weight class, being that I'll be new to those weight classes, but we're still going to plan on winning. We still plan on winning. So I don't do any cardio, Julian. It's not important for me. My cardiovascular health is very good. Very good. Almost bumped into the camera. I had to be careful. All right, let's grab this. We got our warm up on the bar, guys. Not for this weight. This is easy work. This is easy work. We won't belt up until we get a little heavier. It really depends on where you're at, Sleepy. My heart's doing well. Weightlifting takes care of you just as well. I have a lot of volume of weightlifting throughout the week. My heart's doing great. Nice little deadlift warm up. What's up, Ross? My cardio it's just good. I don't know what to tell you. If you stay generally fit, your cardio is not going to be that bad. I just don't run or sprint or do burpees. It's just not necessary. So I don't row, or I don't do machine rowing or any cardio specific exercises. But I work out 6 days a week and I train people 6 days a week. constantly moving stuff, constantly moving weight around. The cardiovascular health is top tier. So sleep and good nutrition, Alec. That would be considered a pretty stout jump for a month. Yes, that'd be a good jump. So, but it's very, very, what you should be increasing your bench by is very dependent on what you're doing, your program, and what part of your program you're in. Are you bulking, not bulking? There's so many variables. I can't really give you that advice over the stream. So, some people that would be, you know, a huge jump. Some people that would be what they're trying to achieve in that month if they haven't been doing that for a while. It may be something they want to get back to, or I don't know. There's a lot of variables, right? So I don't know all the information. But 5-pound jumps at a time are what you're looking for if you're talking about individual jumps. Test your PRs 5 pounds at a time typically is ideal. David is correct. Yes, 5 pounds at a time. What do you mean what day? Every day is the same day. We do a full upper body 6 days a week with legs added in at the end and some calisthenics to finish off. So that is a routine. Always heavy day as well. Always heavy day. All right, we're gonna grab 225 for like a double, maybe a triple. So let's go. 225, 225. Just like just three quick ones, right? I weigh 175. 175 is what I currently weigh. Let me grab some more weight, guys. People don't realize that cardiovascular health isn't just running, jogging, doing a ton of reps of, you know, high intensity exercise. It also matters what you eat, how you sleep, things along those lines. In fact, you can have great mile times, great lung capacities, and not have good heart health. There's a lot of you can have great heart health and not great lung health. I know runners that smoke cigarettes, and it's awful. It's terrible. So, it's just generally keeping up with your health, food, sleep, recovery, and then lifting weights is going to be, you know, beneficial to your heart health the same way anything else would be, you know, just in different form of it. So I never take a week off. No, never take a week off. The most I've ever taken off is 2 days. I think I did have one time I took 3 days. I had one time I took 3 days when I was traveling and I had the flu. But I took 3 days off. I had the flu when I was flying. So, but I did manage to get a workout in on the 4th day. I still had the flu, but we were done traveling for the moment. So, but I took 3 days off because I had the flu. I did take like a 3-day off when I had COVID as well, but I managed to get a workout in around that time as well. So most I've ever had off is 3 days, and that's been twice that I've had to do that in like 3 years. So I will 100% work out with the flu. In a heartbeat, and I'll go heavy too. That's a personal choice. I don't recommend that. It's a personal choice. It's more of a mental health thing than anything, right? So, all right, 315. We're gonna grab a single, and then We'll bump the weight. We'll bump the weight. We got a PR on Monday. We hit 2 PRs on Monday. We hit 480 and then immediately 485 on Monday. So, all right, let's grab this. Oh, hold on. My chat's messed up. Hold on, guys. There we go. All fixed. I generally do between 3. Last year, I think I did 4 comps or something like that, but I'm trying to do 7 this year. I'm trying to do 7 meets this year. I have no end game for my body weight. I'll be in the 200s this year though. I'll get up to the 200 plus range this year. 205 is like the generic number I've been saying, 205, 210. So. Yep. Nice, easy 315. If I take protein, it's a whey isolate, and I take pre-workout, but I don't cut. We are permanently bulking. Sometimes I'll maintain a weight for a couple of weeks when I'm actively getting ready to compete, but we're almost always bulking. So. You're going to see what's called newbie gains most likely, Jose, but 2 months in the lifting world is a short frame of time. You'll see a lot of results early on, but just make sure you're eating enough. That's going to be the biggest thing. If you're consistent and you eat enough for 2 months, you'll see what most people refer to as newbie gains. If you're brand new to it, you'll see accelerated results typically for the first couple of months. But you got to make sure you're eating enough. You got to make sure you're eating enough if you're trying to put on muscle. A lot of good proteins, carbohydrates, fats. Make sure you're getting enough calories and your protein count is high enough. If you're doing that and you're consistently doing your weight training, you'll see results. All right, let me grab some more weight, guys. We're gonna go 405, 405. What's the weakness of most gym goers? That varies pretty significantly, Alec. There's not an answer for that. There's not one answer for what most people's weakness is in the gym. Nutrition, honestly. You know what? So here's something I've said in the past, and this makes some people not uncomfortable but upset. Usually with themselves, they just don't realize it. 99% of people that don't see results when they're doing their gym routines, or 90% of people that are doing everything perfect, right? They're hitting their nutrition perfect, they're tracking it in their head, they're seeing I'm eating the way I need to eat, I'm working out the way I need to work out. 99% of those people are lying to themselves, right? Or they're not paying enough attention. And they're not necessarily doing it on purpose, but you're missing somewhere 99% of the time. If you're not seeing results and you're doing everything perfect, that's because you're not doing everything perfect. Most people overthink how well they're doing on all their goals or all their metrics. They think they're hitting their calories, they think they're hitting their protein, they think they're doing everything right, and it's they're over exaggerating how well they're doing in their head, and that's why they don't see results. If you're seeing results, then you're doing things right. If you're not seeing results, then you're not doing things right. There's no really in between. It's very rare you'll have people doing everything perfect and not seeing any results. So that's the biggest thing, is people being honest with themselves. That's the hardest part for most people, being honest with yourself. I don't do whey protein at the moment. I get most of my all my protein from whole food sources current. There's no ideal calorie intake. It all depends person to person. Some people it's going to be higher, some people it's going to be lower. Depends on goal, body weight, height, age. There's a lot of metrics that you need. There's no one size fits all for calories. One size doesn't fit 2 people most of the time, let alone all people. There's no ideal number. No ideal number. So, all right, we're gonna grab 405, guys, and then we'll talk about the next thing. All right? Let me move some stuff out of my way. All right, 405 is our next lift. We're gonna grab this for a single, and then we're gonna do our push-ups or whatever else. So let's grab it. Let's grab it, guys. Nice, easy, lightweight, lightweight. Yep. Yep. Whew. Easier to re-rack when we put it up here. Lightweight, you're right. You're right, David, lightweight. Whew. Much easier to re-rack when you walk it in, right? Much easier to re-rack when you walk it in. Ugh. All right, we got some push-ups to do, guys. That's how we're finishing off our night. So let's go move over to there. I just make sure I am breathing. No, we usually take a deep breath, brace the core for most of our heavy work. But it just depends on the lift, honestly. So some lifts, your breathing technique is going to differ from others. Do I ever push through slight discomfort? How do you mean, Alec? Do you mean, do I ever go to failure? I don't ever train to failure. It's not ideal for powerlifting. Nice, Nicholas. It's always good. Yeah, if you mean, do I ever make myself like uncomfortable during a lift? If you're not concerned about, I routinely do things that I'm like, this might not feel good today, and it feels fine. So if that's what you mean, that's not for everybody. If something feels off during a lift, it really depends. There's times when I'll draw myself back a little bit and readjust. But generally, once I'm committed to a lift, I'm pushing through it. But I'm also, very knowledgeable on when I should and shouldn't do that. I do this professionally, so I know when something isn't correct. So generally, I don't run into that issue. I do take my time and I set up properly. So. That would be difficult from where I'm at, I'm sure. All right, we're gonna grab some push-ups, guys. We got a bunch of push-ups to do. We usually do one set of standard, and then we do like a mix of like interesting, more fun push-ups. Toss me a like, guys. It helps out a lot. Toss me a like. And we'll be doing our super chat bottle here in a second. So if you want to support the channel, you can do through like the super stickers and the super chat. That's super helpful. So. But the likes and subscribes are just as important. So I appreciate all of you guys' support. All right, let's get it. Wow. All right, just 7 standard, easy push-ups. Maybe we'll throw in some claps to make it interesting. You guys want to throw in a couple of claps on the first set? All right, first set done. Now let's make it fun. I don't like specifically focus in on neck training, no. Well, I apologize for waking you up. Shoulder taps? We can do some shoulder taps. We're going to do a series of stuff. So, a series of stuff here. All right. So, we'll start with one standard, and then we'll do a shoulder tap, and then we'll do one of each fun push-up that I can think of tonight, okay? We'll do them all in one series. One set, all the best push-ups. Are you guys ready? Or at least as many as I can think of while I'm doing push-ups. All right. So, Sphinx. Whew. Someone wanted to see reverse hand. Yep. One more push-up, guys. One more push-up. Or one more style of push-up, sorry. Oh, good. 5 years. 5 years. Ugh. 5 years I've been training. I was 117 pounds 5 years ago, and I benched about 75 pounds at the time. Yeah, appreciate you being here, Sleepy. Appreciate you being here. Whew. I'll be back on tomorrow night as well, so. It varies. I work during the afternoon and the late night, so I usually sleep in a little bit later than most. All right, we're gonna head to the office, guys. It is that time of night. Oh, we got some legs. We can hit some legs real quick. Yeah, that's probably accurate, Pete, for most nights or most days. Somewhere in that ballpark. Sometimes later, sometimes earlier. All right, have a good one. Have a good one, Ewing. All right, we got a little bit of legs to do tonight, guys, and then we're gonna go chit chat. Food, Alec. Food is going to be up there. Weightlifting and sleep. And don't be weird, mathematics. You know that. Vaguely. I just work late at night. Imagine it like having a working third shift. That's essentially what I do. All right, we got a full brick here. We're gonna do 3 sets at the full brick, sets of 7. So you guys know how it go. Full brick, sets of 7, 3 sets. Get them quads moving. Yep, and yep. Yep. 3. One more. That last one was a little rough. All right. Never stops. Pete, don't be weird. That's a very personal question. Whew. I do not train fast. I don't fast. I don't train fasted. I don't recommend training fasted. Pete, I will put you in, I will mute you. I'll mute you. Don't be weird. 100% will mute you. It's a weird question. It's a weird question. All right, let's grab this. All right, set of 7. Oh, good old whole milk. Good old whole milk. We sometimes do multiple, but we do at least quads every night just to make sure we hit the legs 6 days a week. But sometimes we throw in lunges and other stuff. Because it's late at night, Pete. It's late at night. That's why I'm the only one here. I'm on the East Coast. 175 was my last weigh-in. I have no idea what I weigh right now. Right around 175. Might be 177 at the moment, but somewhere in that ballpark. We'll weigh in again probably beginning of next week because we had that comp like a week and a half ago. So we didn't like stop gaining, but we weren't gaining as quick up to that. So I'm the manager here. Yes, that would be accurate for the time of day. 5'11", you were close though. You were close though. Yogurt, I eat a pound of Greek yogurt for breakfast with either 2 slices of whole grain toast with butter, coffee, and some milk, or I'll do a bagel or something like that with the yogurt. But a pound of Greek whole milk, unflavored yogurt. So, all right, let's grab another set here. But that goes with some kind of whole grains, and of course milk. I do eggs a few times a week, usually for lunch though, eggs for lunch. So, usually I do eggs for lunch. I have chickens, I have 13 chickens, so eggs are a routine item for me. I get farm fresh eggs every morning, but I usually have them for lunch. We're just adding in some legs. We add in legs every day, but every day is a full body. We're at the very end of the workout right now. It's a full brick. This is our 3rd set of 7. So, but it's the full brick, 210. I don't mind protein shakes. I'm not taking any currently. So, I get all my protein from whole food sources at the moment. I work out 6 days a week. Full body. All right, let's get set up for the office portion of the stream, guys. We are done and done with the workout. Whew. Yeah, it's a personal choice. I enjoy my full bodies. They're quite effective for me. So I dropped you guys. Oh no. Hold on. Come on, flip over. There we go. My tripod gave up while I was carrying my laptop. I apologize. It's called barbells is where I'm at. I'm at barbells. It's a smaller gym. It's local. It's local. No, I do a full body every day. I just do one leg movement guaranteed. So, what's up, Al? Ugh. But I do a full upper body. Arms, back, shoulders, chest. Every day. I usually do sets of. It just depends on the day, but I do a lot. I do a lot of upper body workout. I bench heavy. I squat, or I bench heavy. I curl heavy. Row heavy. Shoulder press heavy. Tricep extension heavy. Everything heavy. 6 days a week, upper body. And then I throw in legs, either some squats, some lunges, or some quads, some leg extensions. I take supplements. I take creatine and pre-workout, Alec. I take creatine and pre-workout. No, I'm not by Grand Rapids. Yeah, I flat bench, barbell bench. I'm a power lifter. I'm a professional power lifter. So barbell bench is going to be my go-to for bench. My go-to for bench. We've got a super chatter to put on the bottle, so I'm going to do that real quick, guys. Give me 1 second. We had a super chat earlier, so I want to make sure they get on the bottle like I promised. It was Rayon Salem, and he has a MMA match tomorrow, which is going to be cool, I imagine. So shout out to him. Let me get his name colored in. I appreciate it. I'm going to get this super chat colored in and we'll talk some more, guys. Give me 1 second. I just want to make sure I don't forget. We didn't have a lot of super chats tonight, so I've just got the one to put on here, so just bear with me for a second. And then we'll chit-chat. All right, got them on the bottle. I'm going to show that real quick, and then we'll move on. Nice, Travis. I appreciate it. We got Rain on there. That was our super chat tonight. Let me go back to the chat now so I can chit-chat with you guys. All right, we're back. You want to know where I'm at, Travis? I'm not in Grand Rapids. I'm just outside Columbia, South Carolina. It's called Barbells. No, Alec, no. Yeah, that's all the information I have, Travis. I work at a place called Barbells in South Carolina, just outside Columbia. That's where I'm at. No, I have weight loss clients too. Average on my program, we see about my weight loss clients, depending on the person, you know. My clients have seen up to my 12-week program that I've run in the past, 50 pounds of weight loss in 12 weeks on the higher end, and you know, on average, you know, just average. There's not really an average. It depends on the person, how much they weigh, and what their goal is. So. But not all my clients are strength clients. Some are weight loss, some are just general health, some are mobility clients. So I think Travis rolled out. I answered his question, and he didn't do the super chat he said he would do. So we have that happen a lot, it seems. A lot of false promises. Nope, no injuries, no injuries. No serious injuries, nothing I had to do anything special for. My recoveries are pretty solid. I looked up, I've never really looked at MK677, Alec. I looked it up. Not something I would take. Not something I would take. We're natural, and it looks like it's either not a natural sup or it borders non-natural. So it definitely. I'm reading it. It's a growth hormone. Am I correct, Alec? Now, let's not be rude in the chat. Let's not be rude in the chat. I know you're here a lot, Nicole. You can be rude to me. That's normal, but don't be rude to the other chat members, please. I'm used to people being rude to me. I can jump rope. I'm not like really good at it, but I can jump rope. Alvin, don't spam the chat. Arm wrestling? I'm not really big into arm wrestling. I mean, it's fun. I'll do it if someone challenges me to arm wrestling match. I'm definitely down to arm wrestle. But not really my gig. Not really my gig. Yes, I drink milk every workout. Get you some sleep, Chase. Get you some sleep. I appreciate you being here tonight. Milk's great. Milk's a great option. It's good fats, good carbohydrates, good protein content, solid work. What are you talking about, Johnny? No needles. We don't have any needles on this stream. I don't know what you're talking about. I take pre-workout already. Every night before the stream, I take pre-workout. 5 years, Jay. I'm definitely not vegan. I am natural, but I'm not vegan. I'm not vegan. I've never pretended to be vegan. Actually, I'm very much opposite of vegan. I do not take a multivitamin, no. I don't plan on writing any names on my bicep. I have no idea what my BMI is currently. It's pretty good though, I imagine. BMI is not a good scale for health, I'm gonna be honest. BMI is kind of it's not a very good measure. So the only two supplements I can speak on that I'm going to speak on are the ones I take, Alec, because I'm never going to recommend something to somebody that I wouldn't take myself. I take a pre-workout and I take a creatine for my recovery. I've taken aminos and things like that in the past. I've taken, citrulines and things like that, but like all natural supplements, nothing outside of that. Everybody's doing good, El. Everybody's doing good. The tort's doing well. The chickens are doing well. Kids, everybody's doing well. Wife. So everybody's doing really, really well. 300 gram of protein a day. 300 gram of protein a day is my protein consumption. Strong is my goal. Ooh, sneeze. Ooh. Couple of sneezes. Yeah, 300 a day is my protein intake. But being strong, that's the goal. I'm a power lifter, Jay. I'm a power lifter. And exclusive, this milk that I'm drinking, I drink 1.5 liters of this, one full bottle during my workout every night. This is 80 grams of protein just in this bottle during my workout. So. And this is like a snack. So. You know what I'm saying? Hold on 1 second, guys. I actually have a heavier bench than Anatoly. He's got me on the squat, but I've got him on the bench. I'm sure it is exclusive. Appreciate it, Jeffrey. Yeah, I've got Anatoly beat on the bench. So. Yeah, I'm in this building several times a day throughout the day. Several times a day. I'm here throughout the day. I was in this building 3 separate times today. So. Or 2 or 3 separate times today. Believe it or not, this building is pretty busy during the day. We'll have almost the full building packed in the mid-afternoon. So remember, I work out extremely late. So extremely late. Yeah, he's definitely strong. I didn't say he wasn't strong. And I don't want to say this like it's a bad thing, but Anatoly's videos use a lot of bumper plates, and those bumper plates tend to look heavier than they are. They take up more space on the bar. So, like when he's doing those single hand lifts and stuff, he's probably lifting, in the 200-pound range, stuff along those lines or less. Some of them might be heavier. I don't know. I haven't seen the plates. But those bumper plates can be thicker while still weighing 10, 15, 20 pounds. Like I have a set of bumper 35s here that are like this big. They look like they'd be 100-pound plates, but they're not. He's strong, but a lot of it is visual. So, like I've looked at it before. If I'm not mistaken, Anatoly's bench is like 3 and some change, like low 3s. Hold on. So it looks like his his best competition bench was 270. 270. And that's per the barbell.com. But I don't know how accurate that is, but that is what's recorded there. I'd have to go and like actually look into it, but I'm sure he's in the low 3s by now, but I see another thing that says 250. I imagine he's at least in the 3s, though. He has to be. He has to be in the 3s. But I have a heavier bench than him. Regardless if it's in the 3s or not, I have a heavier bench than him. A before picture of me? Yeah, maybe. I definitely have posted them in the past. Hold on, let me see if I've got one on this laptop. Yeah, so yeah, I've seen that he's done in the threes, 100%. I like I said, I think it's in the threes now. But I think his comp bench was 270. I think 320 is his gym PR. I saw 320 at one point or 330 at one point as well, Bryce. That's why I was saying I wasn't 270. I was sure that he was in the threes. So, all right. Let's see. Let's see if I have a before picture for you guys. I posted one in the Discord before, but I'm sure I have one on my laptop. Let's see what I can find here, guys. Photos of me, that's what I need. All right. Let's see what photos I have of me before I started lifting. All right, here's a decent one, I think. All right. So that was me before I had my surgery and before I started lifting. That was me before I had my surgery and started lifting. I was probably like right at 117-ish pounds at the time. Maybe even less, maybe slightly less, but that was about right. So we're back. I don't know why the stream's disconnected twice tonight. I think the internet at the gym is giving up a little bit. So I'm back though. I'm back. Yeah, I'm definitely a lot larger now than I was. Definitely a lot larger now than I was. So, yeah, my internet's like crashed out here at the gym. I don't know what's going on, but we have data, so we'll be all right. We have data, so we'll be all right. You guys can see and hear me, right? Can you guys see and hear me? All right, good. Yeah. Oh, we're getting some internet back? We got internet back, I think, guys. It just fluctuates tonight. I don't know what's going on with it. All right. The good thing is I have good data right now, so. All right. We're back in it. See if I can find any other photos for you guys before we end the night. Let's see. This is a decent photo, I think. I don't have any like setting goals, I'm gonna be honest. I just as much as possible. That's really it. I tend not to set myself that type of goal, right? So look at that. If I hadn't disconnected from the data, we would have been losing internet over and over again, and I just lost internet again. It's crazy. It's crazy. We might have to call the stream for the night because I was going to do some sharing with you guys of like old photos, but it seems like our internet has decided I'm not sharing old photos tonight. So we will work on that. We'll get some old photos up. Yeah, I'm out too, Chase. Don't worry. We're ending the stream for the night. I got to get some sleep. It's been almost 3 hours. So almost 3 hours. But I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I appreciate you. Our super chat of the night was Rayan. Okay. I'll be back tomorrow at 10:30, 11, somewhere in that ballpark. We'll do another stream. Tomorrow, probably throw in some more calisthenics towards the end. We might throw in some interesting stuff. I don't know yet. Oh, hold on. I might have this photo. The internet's back up. I have one more photo I was going to show you guys. Is it back? One more photo. No, it's not loading. I'm not even going to push it from here. All right. So it's not loading. We're going to call it good for the night. I'll post it if I can get it working at my house because I'm sure if the internet's out here, it's out at my house. So, but I'll see you guys tomorrow. I've got some new stream ideas and some new video ideas that I'm going to be working on. So keep an eye out for those got it. So keep an eye out for those long form videos because I have some interesting long form videos that are going to be showing up. I'm going to be doing that day of eating video very soon. I'll be posting that either the end of this week or the beginning of next week where I show you guys everything I eat throughout the day. So I'll be live around about 10:30 tomorrow per usual. So hold on. That was a Father's Day. That was like right before I had surgery. That was like really, really close to surgery time. So it's been a big change, guys. It's been a big change over that time frame. So I had my thyroid removed. That's what this big old neck scar is. So, but all right, that's the night, guys. I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna go get some sleep, eat a little bit more, and try and relax for the night. I got a lot to do over the weekend, so got to have a good productive couple days leading up to that. So, but all right, you guys have a good one. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow around 10:30.